We are back with Palm Island, another Portal Dragon game. This is the one that came before Palm Laboratory. Plays a bit different, has some extra modes and stuff like that. The box is obviously bigger. It also comes with the Palm Island wallet and stuff like that. You have a few extra things in this game. These are your feats, and feats will give you different abilities as you go through the game. Once you score at least 40 points in a game, you earn the Vision Stone. And when you flip that over to this side, it's going to give you either a ability you can use, or it may give you resources here. And you can flip that for free to gain these resources. Now, it's the same concept as in Palm Laboratory, and if you've watched that video, sorry about the music being too loud. Wasn't really aware of that until after the fact, and I hate that you can't go back and edit it. But anyway, in Palm Laboratory, you didn't have the extra things like villages or villagers and feats and stuff like that. You had your minions. In this one, you'll get stuff like your villagers. This is going to help you in your game. So these are the equivalent to the minions. It's a bit different because this is also not only a solo game, it is a 1 to 2 player game. So out of the box, you will have 2 decks of resource cards. You will also have a speed competitive mode and a normal competitive mode and a co-op mode. And what you'll deal with in the co-op version is specifically either famine, a volcanic eruption, or a hurricane. And you're gaining resources to try and mitigate the effects of those things. Now, what it will tell you on this one is that you'll need 1 wood, 2 fish, and 1 rock per player. Now, even though you're going to be going through the game and playing the same as Palm Laboratory, and you'll flip your cards, you'll have the 4 resource cards behind there. So this one I can flip for free. So now I've got 2 fish. This one I can flip for free. I've got 3 fish. I don't want to do anything with this one, so on and so forth. Now, when you do this, in Palm Island, instead of having 4 rounds, you'll have 8 rounds. So you'll go through the round card twice. Once you flip it back over, you'll be using 5, 6, and 7, and 8. When you do this, if you're playing co-op, what you're going to want to do is slow down. If you get to the end of your deck and the other player is still a few cards behind, stop there and let them catch up. That way you're on the same page and everything stays even and equal. If you keep going and you get to like round 3 and the other player is still on round 1 or just in the middle of round 2, it's going to throw your game off at the end. While you're building and collecting resources alone to fulfill this goal, you can at the end pool the resources and share to make sure you have them. So for example, for this one, we need 1 lumber, 2 fish, and 1 rock per player. At the end, if the other person has 1 rock or 1 fish and 3 lumber, then they've covered the lumber for me and for them. I have 3 fish, we need 4, we need 1 more. But if we only needed 2 fish, total, then these 3 would cover it for both of us. Now we both need 1 rock. I have 2, so I can cover their rock and my own as well. But I can't give them any resources throughout the game when we're trying to accumulate them. I can only pool them at the end, so be mindful of that as well. But if you're doing competitive, you're just going to try to get certain things or certain points before the other person for the outpost mode and things like that. And just like in Palm Lab, when you have that gold card in the back, you're going to use this. Once you meet that criteria, you're going to flip the card. You're going to meet this criteria. It's going to increase what you need. And then you're going to rotate it, keeping its orientation. And then you're going to gain those resources per player. It's still going to double everything. And then you flip it to this one. And once you get to this point, you've beaten the game. So there's 3 levels you have to go through on these, and then you win. You can also add an additional copy or 2 and play with more players. So you can do a 3-player head-to-head or a co-op version that way. And if you're doing it as a co-op game, it's just going to be however many players times the number of resources it says on the card is what you'll need at the end. And again, you can help each other at the end by pooling resources, but you can't give a person resources. And just like in Palm Lab, you can only have the 4 resource cards sticking out. It doesn't matter what items are on the side or how many are there, just that you only have 4 cards sticking out on the side. And once you get to the end of the deck, if you come back around to a resource's turn, you have to flip it back up and it's gone. So you'll lose it when you get back to it unless you activate it or use it to activate another card. But that's just a quick rundown of Palm Island. Portal Dragon game number 2 in my collection. The last 3 that I have are bigger games, so I'll do those at a different time. We've got Zephyr Winds of Change, we've got Planetoid, and the biggest one that I have from Portal Dragon is Collab, and we'll cover that another day too. Thanks for watching.